This pregnant lady collapsed at the Jaipur airport on New Year's Day after allegedly going without food and water for over 7 hours. Her Air India Dubai-Delhi flight was diverted due to fog and failure of the landing system. On this day, over 40 flights were cancelled and several diverted. On the 9th, chaos returned to the Delhi International Airport. There was fog and even those airlines who could land could not find parking bays. Directorate General of Civil Aviation responded by putting the Delhi airport operator on notice, issuing strict guidelines for better fog management. DGCA wants DIAL to inform and coordinate with ATC on half-hourly basis about non-availability of parking bays. Assess flight delays and display passenger information promptly. Inform pilots in advance so that flying crew can take better care of passengers. Flights diverted to Delhi must get a priority for takeoff. Airlines allege that these guidelines are not being followed by airports. And it's not just Delhi. Key airports like Lucknow and Amritsar do not have advanced landing systems. Proposal to install Cat-2 instrument landing systems have been delayed due to non-availability of land. The plan to put an ILS system in Chandigarh is stuck due to shortage of funds. Mumbai airport is worse. It does not even have the land to put a parallel runway in place. The airport is congested and will only get worse. Every Tuesday, half the runway is shut for repairs, leading to more delays. Clearly, Indians deserve a better deal than what we are getting now. In New Delhi, Barun Kumar.
So in short, we should be ready for chaos in the skies. Let me go across to Jayant, who was on that SpiceJet flight from Visakhapatnam to Mumbai. Jayant, your experience really has a bad one, but SpiceJet, as we know, is an airline with a fairly decent record. Do you think that you were overreacting and did not adhere to what the people on the ground were telling you to do?
Well, I definitely was not overreacting. In fact, what the station manager told us, they gave us delayed information. So, and what could we do at that time? We had no other option rather than fly to Hyderabad. It was a totally harrowing experience.
Right.
Nothing short of mental torture.
And Supriya, do you plan to take any action as far as the airline is concerned?
Yeah, we already took action by informing the media, and we hope that media would educate passengers about their rights, because airlines just take us for granted. They just have this fine print which half of the passengers would never read, and when there is a problem, they come, all these fine print comes to their rescue. Like, for example, we would not cover in the event of any cancellation, and under this blanket statement they fill in each and everything. So I think bringing to media is the best thing that I can do, because SpiceJet otherwise claims to be one of the topmost airlines, but with these sequential experiences with SpiceJet, I think people would hesitate to fly SpiceJet or any of the other low-cost airlines.
Okay, Mr. Bose, you've had the experience of running ASRR. Do you think people are not reading the fine print that is there enough before boarding their flight?
See, I will tell you that more than reading the fine prints, it is important and it is the responsibility of the airline to take care of these kind of eventualities. You are in a service sector. This is a top-class service sector where the passenger comfort or passenger comes first than anything else. So, if any airline is not taking care of these kind of small things, probably it is not a good management scenario there. There is something wrong, because these things doesn't happen just like that. If there is a problem, one has to inform the passengers. If there is a problem, one has to take care of the passengers. You may be a low-cost airline, but these things doesn't happen every day. If it has happened once in a while, the airline has to make some rules and regulations, change certain guidelines and take care of these issues on topmost priority.
Okay, and passengers have to be informed very, very clearly
Absolutely.
about the situation on the ground. I guess that will help.
Absolutely. And if they are not informing, if they are keeping quiet or running away from that scenario, is the worst kind of a scenario. You can't do that. You cannot then run an airline in a nicer way.
Okay, that is very, very critical of the way airlines are doing their business right now. We head into a break, but let's leave you with some of the concerns expressed by passengers these days.
The most common problems faced is baggage handling. A lot of it gets misplaced.
Indian airports, they are not systematic, and travelers have to struggle for which way to proceed.
Make arrangement for our lunch. They should not get cancelled and everything, because all people who actually take flight It's just not for pleasure trip or something. People go on business trips. They go on some urgent work.
Baggage problem, obviously, because I can say an incident where my wife lost her baggage when traveling from British Airlines.